Have you ever wondered what it would take to make someone as disciplined and composed as Princess Leonor break down in tears? As Spain's future queen, Leonor has spent years learning to control her emotions in public. Cameras follow her every move, every smile, every expression. But behind the polished image is a young woman facing extraordinary pressure. Today, we're exploring the moments that reportedly pushed Princess Leonor to her emotional limits. We'll separate verified facts from speculation while looking at the demanding experiences that could move anyone to tears. Stay with us until the end, because one particular moment during her military training revealed a side of Leonor that many people had never seen before. Princess Leonor has grown up knowing that one day she will become Queen of Spain. Unlike most young people her age, she has spent her entire life under constant public attention. Every decision she makes is analyzed, every appearance discussed, and every mistake magnified. That kind of pressure doesn't disappear simply because someone is born into royalty. Instead, it grows heavier with every passing year. When Leonor entered military training, she wasn't treated like a celebrity. Military instructors were expected to train her according to the standards required for future commanders while also ensuring her safety as the heir to the throne. The training was physically exhausting. Long marches, early mornings, strict discipline, heavy equipment, intense classroom studies, and constant evaluations. Many military recruits admit they cried during training because of exhaustion, homesickness, or the overwhelming challenge. So it would hardly be surprising if Leonor experienced emotional moments too. One of the biggest challenges wasn't simply the physical hardship. It was proving herself. Many critics believed she would receive special treatment because of her royal status. Others argued she shouldn't even be there. Every day, Leonor carried the burden of proving both groups wrong. Imagine knowing that every mistake you make could become tomorrow's headline. Imagine feeling that thousands of strangers are waiting for you to fail. That kind of emotional weight would affect almost anyone. There were also long periods away from her family. Throughout her education, Leonor has studied abroad and later spent extended periods in military academies far from the royal palace. For someone who has always had a close relationship with King Felipe VI and Queen Letizia, those separations couldn't have been easy. Military life leaves little room for comfort. Schedules are rigid, personal freedom is limited, privacy almost disappears. Even simple phone calls home can become precious moments. Former military personnel often describe the first weeks of training as emotionally overwhelming. The combination of fatigue, homesickness, and pressure creates an environment where even the strongest individuals can become emotional. Leonor was experiencing all of that while the entire country watched. One widely discussed moment came during public military ceremonies. Observers noticed Leonor appearing visibly emotional during certain official events. Some interpreted her expressions as tears. Others believed they reflected pride, exhaustion, or the emotional significance of representing Spain. Without official confirmation, it's impossible to know exactly what she was feeling. But those images reminded many people that behind the royal title is a young woman experiencing very human emotions. Another source of pressure came from the constant comparisons. Every public appearance invited comparisons with her father, King Felipe VI. People questioned whether she was ready, whether she was strong enough, whether she could eventually lead Spain. Those are enormous expectations for someone still in her early 20s. Unlike ordinary students, Leonor cannot simply learn quietly. Every achievement becomes public. Every setback becomes public. Even silence becomes a news story. Her military training added another layer of scrutiny. Commentators debated everything from her performance to her appearance in uniform. Some praised her determination. Others questioned whether the training was symbolic. Leonor had no choice but to continue working without responding to every opinion. That takes remarkable emotional strength. Military exercises themselves can also be emotionally intense. Live fire drills, night operations, long-distance marches, survival exercises, leadership tests. These experiences are designed to challenge recruits mentally as much as physically. Many experienced soldiers recall moments when exhaustion brought them close to tears. It's considered part of pushing personal limits. Leonor was no exception to facing demanding conditions. There were also emotional moments connected to ceremonies honoring Spain's armed forces. These events often remember those who sacrificed their lives serving the country. Standing before veterans and military families carries enormous emotional significance. It wouldn't be unusual for anyone in that position to feel deeply moved. Public life also means accepting criticism from people who have never met you. Princess Leonor has faced criticism over her education. Her clothing, her speeches, her future, even her facial expressions. Imagine growing up with strangers debating nearly every aspect of your life. That emotional burden accumulates over time. Despite all of this, Leonor has consistently maintained a calm public image. That doesn't mean she never feels overwhelmed. It simply reflects the discipline expected of a future monarch. Many royal experts believe emotional resilience is one of the most important qualities modern royals must develop. The ability to remain composed during stressful situations isn't natural. It's learned. And sometimes, learning comes through difficult experiences. King Felipe has often emphasized the importance of service. Rather than focusing on privilege, he has encouraged Leonor to understand responsibility. Military training forms part of that preparation. It teaches leadership through hardship rather than comfort. Queen Letizia has also been described as encouraging her daughters to remain grounded despite royal life. Family support likely plays an important role whenever Leonor faces emotionally difficult periods. There is another aspect people sometimes overlook. Leonor isn't only preparing for a career. She's preparing for a lifetime commitment. Unlike most professions, becoming queen isn't something she can simply resign from if it becomes difficult. The responsibility is permanent. That realization alone could become emotionally overwhelming. Throughout history, many future monarchs have spoken about moments of doubt and emotional struggle. Leadership carries invisible burdens. Every decision affects millions. Every action reflects the nation. Leonor is gradually learning what that responsibility truly means. Some commentators have suggested that emotional moments during military training demonstrate weakness. Many military veterans disagree. They argue that recognizing emotion while continuing forward often reflects genuine strength. Perseverance isn't the absence of tears. It's continuing despite them. That lesson applies far beyond royal life. It applies to students, parents, workers, athletes, and anyone facing difficult challenges. Sometimes people cry not because they are weak. They cry because they care deeply about succeeding. If Princess Leonor experienced emotional moments during her demanding journey, it would simply remind us that determination and vulnerability can exist together. Perhaps that's one reason so many people admire her commitment. She hasn't asked for an easier path. Instead, she has continued meeting the expectations placed before her. Military training, public duties, international visits, academic studies, official speeches. Each responsibility prepares her for the future role awaiting her. None of it is easy. None of it comes without sacrifice. As Princess Leonor continues her journey toward becoming Queen of Spain, moments of emotion should not define her. Instead, they reveal the humanity behind the crown. Strength isn't measured by never crying. It's measured by standing back up after difficult moments and continuing to serve. Whether during military training, official ceremonies, or the private challenges that come with royal life, Leonor's journey reflects the reality that even future queens face emotional struggles. And perhaps that's exactly what makes her story resonate with so many people around the world. What do you think? Do emotional moments make leaders appear more relatable, or should public figures always remain composed? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more stories about Princess Leonor, the Spanish royal family, and the future of the Spanish monarchy. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.